chicks dig the mask.
These videos are satiric reviews. You don't have to agree, but don't bitch about it.
I hate this channel.
Hey there, I'm Social Justice Warrior V Infuso, and if my voice sounds a little different, if you guys are hearing me a little bit clearer, it's because I got a couple more extensions to my microphone, a couple new add-ons, so if you're hearing improvement, that is why. Has nothing to do with the video, just thought I'd add it. Let me know in the comments if it's working or not, or if I just wasted about $70. Anyway, with that being said, let the show commence. Today we're here once again to talk about Kane. And I don't know what it is about the Big Red Machine, but he's suddenly become an SIJW channel all-star. I guess it really shouldn't be that much of a shock, considering that the man has had one of the most interesting careers in all of professional wrestling. And he's had quite the dating history in that company too. So join me today in taking a look back at Kane's ex-girlfriends. Katie Vick notwithstanding. I mean, yeah, she was used for a full storyline, mentioned a few times after the story concluded, and even, get this, because I ain't bullshitting you here, and even was a main component in the origin story that was written about the devil's favorite demon. That's a thing. That exists. That's true. We're gonna cover it sometime in this channel. Believe you me. But overall, she was never really a character. She was more of a plot device. No wrestler or actress ever betrayed the character. Unless you count that mannequin, and I'm not really sure why you would. Plus, I've already dedicated a full video to her. I don't think you need to hear me ramble on about the story once again. But it'd feel wrong to not include her as an honorable mention at least. And also, you just know that some smark would come down to the comments section going, V, you forgot somebody. You forgot about Katie Vick. And the reason I know that some smark would do that is because I would be that smark in someone else's video comment section, but I don't like when bad things are done to me. It's okay if I do them, but I don't like them being done to me. Tori. The first time we got to see Kane Ladies' Man was in 1999. His life was surprisingly taking a turn for the better, making one of his first real friends in X-Pac, and managing to get a girlfriend in Tori. Kane was constantly protective of Tori, and on occasion, she'd sick her big red boyfriend on the people in the locker room. Though it did seem like Tori really cared for the monster. Or, at the very least, was just really turned on by his entrance. I mean, look at that. You just know what's gonna happen when that bell finally rings.
Oh, they fuck!
Kane getting a girlfriend on paper seems like a really stupid storyline for the time. But, you know, seeing it in execution, you really bought into Kane's relationship with Tori, and even his friendship with X-Pac. There's just so much chemistry and charm there that it's instantly likable. Unfortunately, as this is Kane we're talking about, and wrestling law dictates that Kane can't have nice things, Kane's best bud, the 1-2-3 kid, would turn on him, showing his loyalty to DX. And unfortunately, Tori wouldn't show that same loyalty to Kane, as not long after having to spend the night with X-Pac via match stipulation, yeah, that's a thing that happened for some reason, she cheated on the devil's favorite demon. Tori would then date X-Pac and actually became a member of D-Generation X for a time being. But for her two-timingness, she would receive a brutal-looking tombstone that in kayfabe broke her neck.
Well, we've all been there.
Terri Runnels. Terri Runnels is probably best remembered as being Golda's wife and valet, Marlena. Or maybe some of you guys remember her as the manager and kayfabe girlfriend of Perry Saturn. You know, before he left her for a mop. Again, that's a sentence that is accurate. That happened.
You're welcome.
But for a time, she was actually a backstage interviewer, and was romantically involved with the future mayor of Knox County.
Just because I have a burnt face, that doesn't mean the rest of my parts aren't working just.
It all started when Terri Runnels interviewed the newly crowned tag team champions, the team of Kane, and then partner, the Hurricane. And their team name was the Hurricane. Kane, overcome with joy, planted one on Runnels, and the following week she'd reciprocate. To which Kane would declare,
What can I say? Chicks, dig the mask.
and you know what, after seeing what Glenn Jacobs looks like without it, you know, by comparison I would have to agree. Chicks would definitely much prefer that you wear a mask, because that is... yeesh.
As I was saying, welcome to Knox County.
True story though, I actually know, or more accurately know of, a woman who thinks Kane is the sexiest man alive. And I don't know what kind of traumatic events you need to go through in life in order for you to have that opinion. But, you know, I don't want to put myself in her shoes. Or more accurately, her chains and shackles. Kane and Terri would continue to flirt in interview segments, and date well into his Intercontinental title run at the time.
The big red machine, and take it from me, I do mean the big red machine.
But the relationship would be put on the back burner because, once again, Kane cannot have nice things. I don't make these rules, I just know of them. It was around this time that the Katie Vick revelation came out during a feud with Triple H. And as a result, Kane began distancing himself from all those close to him, including friend and tag team partner at the time, and obviously Terri. Though she did still offer him moral support throughout, so... you know what? It's good to see that not every relationship ends on such rocky turmoil. That's just all of my relationships, apparently. The Big Red Monster is functioning just fine.
I'm here as your friend. I don't like seeing you like this, you know? I know you can do this. You've faced adversity, you've overcome adversity all your life. You need to tell the people your story.
Thanks.
He doesn't want to, JR, but I think he's gonna do it. This is gonna be interesting.
Lita. Now this is more on the icky side of things. Kane found himself in a rivalry with Matt Hardy, constantly attacking him, only agreeing to finally stop his assaults after Lita said yes. And what was that Lita was saying yes to? The answer rhymes with Rex. That's right, Lita agreed to sleep with the Big Red Symbian in order for him to stop beating up her longtime boyfriend Matt Hardy. They somehow managed to keep it a secret despite how obvious the implication was. And I'm serious when I say that. I was watching this storyline as a kid and I was just thinking, oh, they're not. What? They can't be. No. But yes, they were. That secret was kept up until it was revealed that Lita was pregnant, with the story eventually unfolding that Kane was in fact the baby's father. Since this is wrestling that we're talking about here, Lita decided that the best way to figure out who she should end up with was through a wrestling match, agreeing to marry the winner of Kane versus Matt Hardy. That's Kane, who coerced her into this whole situation, Kane, who she loathed, Kane, who she never wanted to be with, or Matt Hardy, the love of her life. And she just said, yeah, you know, whoever wins this match gets to put a ring on it. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. You know what, this reminds me of that one scene from Holes.
Who do you choose? Igor Barkov or Ilya Yelnats?
Gee, I don't know. Which pig weighs more?
Mary Igor. You can keep my pig as wedding place.
I don't know, just to me that seems like an accurate depiction of what's going on here. Just with a lot less, you know. This was a match which Matt Hardy would lose, leaving Lita with Kane.
Kane, I hate you, Kane, more than life itself. You are a vile, horrible man with no soul. I sincerely hope you rot in hell.
That was lovely.
And she'd remain with Kane throughout her pregnancy angle, and even through a miscarriage story. But due to the constant negative crowd reaction Lita got from actually cheating on Matt Hardy in real life with Edge, the decision was made for Lita to leave Kane and turn heel for the first time in her career, pairing her up with her real-life boyfriend at the time, the rated R superstar. There's much more to this story, but I'd like to talk about it more in depth in a future episode, so, you know, look forward to reliving that childhood trauma. Kelly. Now, this storyline is so obscure that even my friends who watch wrestling religiously don't remember this angle. and they were questioning me if it even exists. Some of which accused me of remembering some kind of SmackDown vs. Raw season mode story or something and confusing it for something that happened on WWE. But no, this was the thing. And yes, all the people who doubted me are both dumb and wrong. You are dumb wrong. WWE tried their hand at retelling Beauty and the Beast, and instead they kind of came up with something more akin to Belle's Magical World. I don't know too many people are going to get that Disney reference. This angle didn't have legs and was dropped pretty early into its own run. There were even shades of his past relationship with Lita, with Kane keeping Kelly captive and claiming that she had feelings for him. Well, she didn't because, you know, look at Kelly and look at Kane. But actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, she did date Mike Knox, so who knows, maybe Kane was onto something. Kane pressed her for who she did have feelings for, noting that if it wasn't him, she must have had these feelings for somebody else. She clammed up, and like an honorable human being, she clammed up in order to protect said person of interest. The angle was eventually dropped, and Stephanie McMahon made Kane apologize to Kelly for what he did. Yeah, you know, simple apology or I'm sorry note will do for, you know, kidnapping someone. Works every time. I know many people who have avoided jail time with that. In actuality, it was meant to be revealed that the person she had feelings for was Randy Orton, but nothing ever came from it.
I thought that night we had was special.
That was one night, Kelly, and frankly, it wasn't all that memorable.
AJ Lee. I spoke about this relationship before on my Everybody Loves AJ video. AJ at the time was in a love triangle, a love square, a love hexagon, you know, a love shape at the time with Kane, Daniel Bryan, and CM Punk. And AJ's obsession with Kane was really just another part of her boy crazy girl act. But they did kiss on multiple occasions. Ew. Kane would eventually turn down AJ's advances because she was, in his own words, unstable. You know, when the near 50-year-old man wearing a wig and mask tells you that you're unstable, you know, that's probably a good time to start seeking help, you know, maybe do some counseling, I don't know. I'm not an expert. And that was all of Kane's love interests in the WWE. Man, who knew that the devil's favorite demon was the diva's favorite devil?
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You're watching the Social Injustice Warrior, V Infuso's channel, dude. So if you like the words that came out of his mouth hole, and you too want to become a V-tard, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click that little bell icon to get updates and notifications. Ooh, tell him what up, Mach. Ooh, yeah. Follow the man on Twitter, yeah, because we all know it's not stalking if it's on the internet, yeah. Join the madness by joining the Discord, and if you have a moment of time and a free $1 to spare, head over to the SIJW's Patreon, dig it, where you can request videos, get exclusive videos, and early access to content, yeah. Or go down to PayPal, where you can buy the shirts, brother. But most importantly, just remember, if you're not tuning in, then you're missing out.